Hello, I am so excited today to share the Profs Power Earning Rankings for MBAs so that we can identify once and for all what is the top paying MBA and UK business school. Now, we've ripped all the fluff out of all the other rankings, looking at just government data and the very good Financial Times rankings, and boiled it down to just two stats. How much are you going to get paid, and what's the probability of having a job within 3 months of graduating? We multiply these together to give you the expected wage that you will get after finishing this degree. And we rank just on that. Now, let's get to it. Now, kicking off our rankings is Cranfield School of Management. This is going into our B tier because there are simply better, higher paying degrees out there. It gets you $101,000. The actual salary expected of 121 is pretty good, but at 84%, it has the lowest employment prospects, bringing that expected salary right down. Next up, jumping up a tier, we have WBS, Warwick Business School. Now, they are really on the rise reputationally, and we see it here. In fact, at 95% employment, Warwick has the highest employment within 3 months of graduating, which means they maintain most of that $138,000 that they expect you to get, meaning the expected salary is $131,000. A really good backup business school for the top candidates. Now, jumping into the big hitters, next we have Oxford and Cambridge. Let's not beat around the bush. Obviously, Oxford is going into S tier, one of the oldest, most prestigious universities in the world. But what does the market think of it? Now, Warwick, I can tell you, has an expected salary of $152,000 after graduation. However, at 87% employment, the $175,000 that is earned by those who are employment is really brought down, which means Cambridge jump in front of it. Now, at $176,000, they have almost the same expected salaries, but at 94% employment rate, Oxford is being dominated here by Cambridge. To show the power and the value of these rankings, which we're so excited to share today, we see that despite them both having similar salaries, the degree at Cambridge is worth $14,000 more in that first year because of higher employment rate. And we believe that is a good proxy for whether employers think Oxford is better than Cambridge. They don't when it comes to business school. All right, next up we have Bayes Business School and Alliance Business School, which is Manchester's business school. Now, these are both also going into the A tier. They are very good business schools in their own right, with very, very similar salary earnings of $140,000. We see that Bayes with 90% is having a higher employment rate than Manchester at 86%. And so Bayes is just beating Manchester. However, neither beat Warwick at $138,000, despite the salary being just slightly lower, about a couple of grand lower, because that fantastic 95% employment rate, Warwick is far more likely to get you a job and therefore overall a higher expected salary within that first year. Moving on, we have University of Edinburgh coming in above our Cranfield at $101,000, and then Durham just pipping it at $103,000. We see here that Durham has a very good expected salary of $120,000, but the employment rate at 86% is just pulling it down a little bit below those A-tier universities. Now, if you're a fan of this channel, you'll be asking, what about LSE? And I can tell you that they don't have an MBA, nor does UCL, nor does King's College London. LSE have a very good MBA Essentials course, quite a good thing to put on your CV to take to help you to get into these other MBA courses, but it is not a business school. It's shocking. LSE would make so much money, and I suspect easily be an S tier if they did set up a business school, but for some reason they don't, so they don't make it onto our rankings. Now we can see that we have only one top spot and two universities left: Imperial College Business School and London Business School. Both absolutely brilliant. And I can tell you that in this year's rankings, Imperial does not quite make it all the way to the top. A brilliant business school, 149,000 expected earnings, putting it just below Oxford. Still obviously a fantastic wage. At 93% employment, they're doing brilliantly, but they are quite far away from London Business School, which tops out this rankings on all measures. At 192,000 salary, it blows everyone else out the water, and so it should, at one of the priciest on this list. But with that 90% employment rate, you're also very likely to enjoy that salary, bringing in our top highest earning salary expectations of $173,000, blowing the others out of the water. And I can say from those that I've helped over the years who go to LBS, they love it. The teaching quality, the network, they really look after you. An amazing campus in the middle of Regent School, a well-earned winner. So there's our rankings based on hard data of what you are likely to be paid. And we see some fascinating insights. The difference between Imperial and London Business School is $30,000 each year on your expected earnings, and that increases to 40,000 for Warwick and down to 70,000 difference when we look at those still pretty good business schools towards the end of our list. Now, if you would like to make the difference and work with someone like myself who has a 97% success rate at getting people into these S-tier universities and adding tens of thousands to your returned salary each year, please do contact us using the information on the screen below. We love helping students. Want to know where your university ranks? Want to let us know what you think of these rankings? As always, let us know in the comment. We really enjoy a good spirited debate, and I try to get back to all the comments I can. Lastly, if you find this helpful, we've got loads more videos on how to get into each and every one of these MBA programs across our channel. And as always, if you've enjoyed this, please help us out with a like and subscribe. Good luck in your application.